Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 2022 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration, and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is feeling on the outside of wealth. It's feeling like things are out of your control and you're just a spectator. Like here, she's covering her eyes as the hound chases the rabbit. She doesn't want to see. And there's a sense of, it's out of my control. It's out of my control. I can't, make things happen the way that I want them to. And so there's a chaos to that. And this is around our money. This is around the way that we perceive our prosperity. There is a sense that we feel almost locked out at times from the wealth that we want, from the prosperity that we want, from the bounty that we need to have within our lives. And so here, there's a warning of that can feel very overpowering, that can just be, it can be too much. And the Five of Pentacles comes in and is saying to us, where's the chaos in your life? Where's the chaos in your life? How is it affecting you financially? How is it affecting you, prosperity? Do you feel prosperous within your life? What is the weight that is weighing you down? It brings us to our tarot message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. So on the 9th of October, we have the Hunter's full moon in Aries. And let's see, we have Temperance. We have Temptation, which is the devil. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. And we have the World. So we have 3 major arcana cards coming forward and 1 court card. And so that's very powerful. There's very powerful energy here. There is a sense that our world is transforming, and it's transforming around what we love and who we love. If we have a Gemini energy in our lives, it can be because of that Gemini energy. It can be because we're now in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, the post-shadow period, and that will last till the 16th of October. So it can be that as well coming forward, where what we love, what we desire, it has been transformed for us. We're seeing things a bit differently because of everything that we've been through. We're looking at what we want from the world. No longer, kind of looking at the world and saying, oh, what can I get from this? It's like, no, where do I want to be within this? How do I move forward? Because there's something about our magic. There's something about our passion and our power and our distinction of the individual self coming forward. And we're starting to see that now. We hadn't seen it before. This energy is very much, the Queen of Wands very much embraces the fire sign energy of Aries, because it represents the fire sign energy. So here we are, as we embrace ourselves individually, we are embracing that Aries fire sign energy, that sense of passion and determination. Now, what we do have to be mindful of is that the Aries full moon can make us feel very uncertain. You know, it brings us a level of uncertainty, and that brings to a sense of, I feel rushed. I feel like I have to do this on overtime. I feel like we have to get there yesterday. And there's an energy coming forward that says, calm and center yourself, slow it down. If you don't slow it down, you're going to just be going off of fumes, and you're not going to be making the right decision for you. So just be very aware of this during this time. Okay. We have Chiron conjunct the full moon, which brings us intense emotions. It brings us a sense of really looking at ourselves inwardly. Okay, that's asking, what do we want from our world? That's also transforming us, because it's also bringing up wounds from the past that haven't fully healed. Now, with this, we have the full moon opposite the sun, right? Because that's always how the full moon starts. But it's in Libra, and Venus is in Libra. Venus rules Libra, and with those two things opposite, we're being asked, how is your heart guiding you? What do you love? We're going to want to be free and independent and, spontaneous, but then we're also really looking at our responsibilities and the things that, love us, care for us, balance us, and seeing how to move forward towards where we want to be for what we desire in our lives. The question here that is being whispered to us is like, what do you love? What do you want, Capricorn? Where do you want to be? How do you want to move forward? What do you desire? Because there is this sense of things being transformed. There is this energy of it not all being what it once was. It not all being the same. And that's going to be okay. We're going to see ourselves becoming more than what we had thought we could be. This is Scorpio energy. This is the energy of secrets and walking between the subconscious and the conscious world, and really being able to connect in a way that opens up our eyes, that brings us new insight, that brings us new ideas. The transformation happens within, but it has to do with what we love and what we want. It has to do with our passion. It brings us to the world opening up to us. The world will open, but what we're being asked here is, what do you want from the world? It's not, what does everybody think success is? How does everybody else judge prosperity? You might not be, celebrity worshipped for your success, but you will be contented within your own life and within your own self. There will be power, and there will be beauty, and there will be a sense of authority within our beginning. And so here, with the world opening, it's like, what's your world? What do you love? What do you absolutely adore? Where's your heart? What are you passionate about? This moon asks us, because this moon is all about our passion and our fire and what we desire. And it brings us to the Queen of Wands. It brings us to us. It brings us to saying here, because I see this energy wrapped around you, it brings us to saying, what's your fire? What's your passion? Where do you want to be? But it's also connecting with that bit of magic. I always look at the Queen of Wands and I see the goddess Hecate in Greek mythology. The goddess of magic that was also like the goddess of secrets. So nothing is written about her, pretty much. And there's this sense here of our magic, our passion, our power. It's always the secret that maybe others can see within us, but we always have the hardest time seeing it, the hardest time connecting with it. And so this is going to be a time with the fire and the passion of, the Aries full moon, the god of war, coming forward and saying to us, where do you want to be? Sometimes life feels like a battle. It does. And just finding our path and what we love and embracing who we are, that is a fierceness that is greater than what we can imagine. That is a fire that moves us. And that can be the greatest battle that we ever face. To find ourselves in the midst of this world. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So with the full moon here, we have the full moon eclipse around transformation. A lot of how we are transforming is going to be kind of hidden from us. We're not going to see it all the way until it's quite completed. And here we're realizing conclusions are within reach. Things are moving us closer to where we need to be, closer to where we want to be. We're coming closer to that finished project, to that sense of the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new, the taking off of the mask that we have been wearing and revealing what's underneath. And if it's another mask, so be it. We're here for the journey. There is a sense as well as opening up the door to what we want and what we desire and where it is that we want to be. There is also a sense whenever Scorpio energy comes up of our loved ones connecting with us, of those who have passed, even our ancestors, connecting with us and saying, I've walked this path, I've walked this earth before you. Let me walk this earth with you now. Let me help you. Let me guide you. Let me, lead you forward. It brings us to a place of immense pleasure when it comes to this moon, a place of, really a release of what's been holding us stagnant for too long. And we're going to see our own fire, our own passion, our own insights, our own ideas coming forward. We're going to see us stepping into what we want more and more. And as we do so, it brings us to having faith in our connection with this earth, with the way that it helps us grow, with the way that it embraces what we love and what we dream of and what we want. There is a sense of more here than what meets the eye. Having faith in the way that we are being nourished, body, mind, spirit, and soul. And as we embrace this faith, we realize the resilience that we've had to carry our world tree, to carry our dreams and what we want with us until we find that perfect spot, until we find the way to plant it, the way to grow what we desire in life. And that's connecting us with our world. That's connecting us with what is sacredly important to us as an individual, and maybe not important to anybody else, and it doesn't matter. But we are finding that we've carried our burdens for quite some time. We are finding that spot where we say, okay, now I embrace me. Now I take root. Our subconscious Luna message begins with a personal issue reaches resolution during this full moon. We embrace the void. We embrace the quiet. We embrace the vastness of the night, and we open up to ourselves. A personal issue reaches resolution. Things are being taken care of, and we get to embrace the quiet. We get to embrace the beauty that sees us, even when we don't. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is Cernunnos. Cernunnos is the devil. Cernunnos is the god of nature. So it's just simply chaos. It's chaos for the fact that nature is chaos. Things grow, things die, things move in a way that doesn't always make sense. And so we're going to see that with ourselves. We need to be mindful because, Capricorn, what's also interesting is we're ruled by the devil, which I always thought was a bit rude, but the devil is here on earth. If it's the nature gods, then it is nature itself. And so we are so connected with the earth. And sometimes the chaos that goes with it goes against our orderly, ruled by Saturn soul that wants everything to be in place, that wants everything to be in order. And so here, when we're being told be mindful of our own desire for order and a place for everything and everything in its place mentality, to miss out on the wonder that is around us, but also be mindful of going to the next extreme and just saying, oh, who cares about the consequences? We're just going to see what happens. Because that ominous God above those two people, does not always look good, like the best of things. So here, just be careful. Be careful as you move forward. Be careful of what happens when we're not planning, or even when we are planning and just nature itself takes over. For us, that can be disconcerting because we do want to organize it and make it, neat and tidy. And there's something not neat and tidy about this time. And that can be frustrating, but it's also going to be a bit exciting. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Hierophant. Now, this is Taurus energy, and this is a sense of an opening of knowledge. This is a sense of seeing where we want to be, where we need to be, what we're looking forward to, what we're looking for, and opening up the door. Subconsciously, there's a need for order. And not in, I know Spirit just said, we want to organize everything, but there's a need to be a part of something. It's kind of like finding like-minded people, connecting with like-minded ideas, opening up the door in a way that surprises us. So just be ready for this here. It's going to be exciting. And this is a time where we're not going to find ourselves just going off the beaten track, just inventing new rules and new everything. This is going to be a time where we might actually find ourselves going back to ancient ideas or, ideas that were once really valued and have been lost in the chaos of consumption. So just be aware of this. All right. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this full moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn, and may you have a blessed moon.